Academy. You don't need it for national security. And you as a government do not get to decide to augment your own citizens without asking them. And you said it yourselves, we ain't asking nobody. We're going to induce a novel virus and fuck you all up. And when you're fucked up enough, you'll just do whatever we tell you. Throw in a little weather warfare for fun. And at the core of all their systems, their secret communication, their microfluidics for routing all their blockchain, where'd it come from? Nah, forget that. Where is it coming from now? The new economy is going to be a bioeconomy. Cognitive cities. Uh-huh. So you either augment or you don't get to a job, go live in a city, or nothing. They're going to do the same thing to force the augmentation, just like those who went and got a donut and a COVID shot. Don't be those people. This is the time in human history where people know about this, whereas every time before, near as we can tell, if there were any of us, we got mowed under, thrown into a tuberculosis asylum.
I've had customers that come back to me and we get the job and they say, we went with you.
Or anything else. When I was reading that myobacterium earlier and I saw that and I went, that's exactly what happened at the turn of the century, hardcore, with those diseases, but especially TB. But somebody else went and did a big thing about how every time they update the wireless, you have those new diseases, etc. So I understand, because that's how it works. It's frequency and your cellular voltage at the individual cell state. I'm trying to invite you in. But if you don't take my invitation at the level of empathy and being humane to other humans, treating them with honor and respect because they're breathing, that's it. And if you're not willing to admit it, and your paycheck is more important than the survival of our species, because it's just so critical for you to shut your fucking mouth and keep all of this going, well, there will be those of us who are brave enough to talk about it. And eventually, hopefully, you'll join us, because if you don't, well, then we know whose cult you're in. And there are far less of you than there are of us. That much is very true. I don't want to be a cyborg, and I don't want insectoid DNA inserted into my body without my knowledge, consent, or permission. Now, who can't get with that? A lot of people, because they thought they were saving the planet by getting their cute little tattoo and their new biocyber interface. How you feeling about it now? These are eugenicists. They are not going to stop until they achieve their mission. Their primary system for 30 years, their primary system for communicating amongst themselves, and their primary system for taking out everyone else is right here. Why aren't you talking about it? Figure out what that reason is and see if you can dislodge it so that we can get enough people understanding. Having humans tethered to the cloud with some remote system that no one can get access to and leaving it in the hands of the same military fuck-ups who did this to all of us. You heard me. You're fuck-ups. Even your own military people call you that for years now. They're so pissed off at what you've done.